that wasn't there, I'll give it to him. And she did. And the little boy cried because he got a Bible. He cried because they asked him why he was crying, and he said, it's because you gave me a Bible. I mean, isn't that awesome? He wasn't crying because he was upset about anything. It was because he received something. And I was so touched by that. I thought that was pretty amazing. They made a lot of crafts and stuff, so afterwards, parents, I want you to make sure that you go to the back and they pick up their crafts, but also there are cupcakes and ice cream in the back for them as well. And for the parents, there's plenty. So make sure that afterwards you go there. But at this time, I've asked one of our own, Carly, if she would come up, and she's just going to give a short summation of what the kids have learned, what they talked about, so that you know.
I'm also going to talk about how I perceived this week at Vacation Bible School. Well, hello, everybody. What an incredibly great week that we've had here at Vacation Bible School. Do you guys agree? First off, let me introduce myself. My name is Carly, and I have had the honor and privilege of being a leader for a few of the ages, although I got to meet many new faces from all of the groups. I am so proud of what we have accomplished at this year's VBS. We have painted and played with color and made slime, ate the yummiest of foods and lots of sugar, sorry parents, and really got to have a blast learning something new about Jesus. It has always been one of my greatest joys teaching the little kids and watching them genuinely understand. It's the hope that these kids will hold on to just a piece of what we're trying to get across so that it sticks with them and they want to have a desire to learn more about Jesus. And this week, it was about how Jesus is just like video games. Something they could spend hours and eternity playing, and some adults perhaps. Am I looking at anybody in the crowd? The lessons this week taught the kids why we should power up for Christ, the same way we do our video game controllers. I can't lie, though, we had an amazing teacher this year, one who put a few things into perspective for me even. She broke a few things down for us. The first day was about powering up for Christ, the power button that turns the whole machine and controller on, the button that makes everything work. You wouldn't be able to function if you didn't power up, right? Right. The exact same way God works through us. All these gadgets that let the characters run and jump and fly and have super strength, that's what Jesus can do through us. We just need to accept him into our life. He is our power, and it would be hard to work without him. But there's more buttons on a controller. The next day, we learned there's a pause button. The same way we pause a game, we need to pause life. It's important to take a moment and just pray, or take a second and read a scripture or two. Even Jesus himself took moments to just pray. When's the last time you took a second to just thank God? Thank him for giving you food on the table, or shelter, or just another day of life. I have to wake up really early some days for work, earlier than anybody else. And it's peaceful and it's quiet, and these are the moments that I like to take with Jesus to read my Bible. It doesn't have to be a 5-hour block scheduled out of your day. It just has to be a few minutes to pause and take a moment for him. The next day, we got to understand how playing multiplayer is much more exciting than playing by yourself. It's always been more entertaining to play on a team or to be engaged with other people. We all know that. And our job as Christians is to get as many people on our team as possible. We want as many people to love and accept Jesus as humanly possible. This can be seen in several different scenarios. You can invite a friend to church or to youth group if you're young enough. You can grab a couple friends and create your small group. Or you can just ask somebody to pray. It doesn't have to be difficult. We just want to get as many people on our team so we can grow our relationship with him. See, God is a lot like video games. They both provide a sense of purpose and connection or community by playing with friends. But God is much cooler. He can do everything those games can, plus anything else. He can give you all the strength and all the powers that you can imagine. But best of all, he's the greatest teammate. One who loves you no matter what and will always protect you. He'll listen to you cry in your toughest of moments and cheer you on that you are strong enough to overcome this obstacle. Personally, I couldn't think of a better teammate. We shouldn't be spending hours playing games and wasting time. We should be spending time in the Word and with him. And we shouldn't want to spend eternity on Xbox, but to want to spend eternity with God. And you see, the message isn't just for Vacation Bible School. It's for every Sunday. We should want to strive to be the best Christian we can every day. That includes every single thing that we discussed this week. Powering up for him, pausing and taking a moment, or just telling somebody how awesome our God is. It's that easy, but something we can all be better at. This has been the most fun week, and I hope the kids enjoyed themselves as much as I did watching them. These are the most important stages to reach. Now with what's going on, we want to keep the focus on Jesus. We want these kids here every Sunday learning something new. We want the parents here too. These are the moments that I hope stick with them, so they'll want to get their friends involved. Earlier, I mentioned how teaching the little ones is very important to me. It is incredible to witness what Jesus can do through the young. We want these words to hold a spot in their heart. If even one child got saved, or even just a few children understood the meaning of what we were trying to say, we did our job. And man, did we do our job last week. 15 kids giving their heart to God. I'm sorry, let me say it again. 15 kids giving their heart to God. Imagine if we had them in here every Sunday. We would have an army, a little mini army. I just want to say thank you for all of the kids who came, or everyone who let us bring their kids. If you want your kids back in church but don't have a way, let us know. There are ways for us to come to you. And I want to take this moment to personally thank all of the amazing staff that we had this year. To the lunch ladies who prepared us the best meals, to the ladies who stayed out in the heat all day to let the little ones play, to our amazing children's church teacher who taught us the most valuable lessons, and Terry, the woman behind the whole Actually, if you worked, can you stand up? If you worked this VBS, stand up for me. I want to give a huge applause to you. Thank you. Thank you. This wouldn't have been possible without each and every one of you. It has been an amazing week. Until next summer, or until next Sunday, we hope to see all of your faces soon so we can all play multiplayer and power up for Christ. Thank you.
Golly. I do this every Sunday, but I don't know. She makes it hard to try and follow up. Golly. Carly did a great job, and I appreciate all that she did this week. We had some first-timers that had never worked in VBS before, And I've had several of them come up and say, man, I want to do that next year. That was a lot of fun. We just had a ball doing it. It's important that we understand why we do this.